We'd like to invite you to watch the English Chinese news on the essential television channel of Đồng Nai Province. On April 24th, the leaders of the Provincial Party Committee, People's Council, People's Committee, Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee of Đồng Nai Province held a ceremony to offer incense to President Ho Chi Minh and heroic martyrs at the Martyrs Temple and the Martyrs Cemetery Park of Nhân Trạch District. At the incense offering ceremony, Comrade Vũ Hồng Vân, Secretary of Đồng Nai Provincial Party Committee, emphasized that with deep connection in historical tradition, cultural similarity, proportional skill, potential advantages, and level of socio-economic development, Nhân Trạch is an inseparable part of Biên Hòa Đồng Nai and an inseparable factor of Đồng Nai Province. Before the spirit of President Ho Chi Minh and the heroic martyrs, Secretary of Đồng Nai Provincial Party Committee Vũ Hồng Vân and the Party Committee, government and people of the province vowed to keep in mind the great contributions of the previous generation. After the incense offering ceremony, the delegation burned incense at the martyrs' graves at the Nhân Trạch District Martyrs Cemetery Park. According to the Vietnam Chamber of Commerce and Industries, VCCI, the announcement ceremony of the Provincial Competitiveness Index PCI 2024 will be held in Hanoi on May 6th. PCI 2024 is the result of a survey of nearly 10,000 enterprises nationwide. The PCI 2024 report publishes a ranking of localities with outstanding economic management quality and vividly reflects the current state of the business's environment through the perspective of the domestic and foreign business community. This year's report continues to recognize the reform efforts of localities while analyzing the difficulties that businesses are facing. In particular, PCI 2024 expands the assessment related to environmental management and promoting green investment, contributing to recommending localities towards green growth and sustainable development. With the demand for capital for lending to the economy increasing, the State Bank is committed to implementing measures to ensure liquidity safety for the system. Large banks with more abundant capital also provide capital to small banks through the interbank market. According to the latest report of the State Bank, in January, the total amount of deposits in the banking system decreased by 0.75% compared to the end of 2024, reaching 14.62 million billion Vietnam dong. Deposits from economic organizations decreased after 5 consecutive months of increase, leading to a decrease in bank capital mobilization at the beginning of this year. Recently, banks have simultaneously lowered deposit interest rates. 27 banks have adjusted deposit interest rates down, with a reduction of 0.1 to 1.05% per year. Depending on the term, deposit interest rates at banks are forecast to continue to decrease, but the decrease will not be too much, and increasing interest rates is very difficult. At the same time, lending interest rates of banks are assessed to remain stable, even decreasing slightly in some priority areas. On April 24th, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính signed Decision No. 11 promulgating the regulation on response to waste incidents effective from June 10th, 2025. This regulation regulates the response to waste incidents occurring in production, business and service activities, including incident response preparation, incident response organization, environmental remediation and restoration after incidents, environmental response and restoration support mechanism, community participation and responsibilities of relevant agencies, organizations, and individuals. The People's Committee of the commune where the waste incident occurs is responsible for inspecting and supervising environmental restoration activities. Environmental remediation and restoration after the incident must ensure compliance with technical standards on environmental quality. Organizations and individuals causing waste incidents must be responsible for paying the cost of waste incident response, environmental remediation and restoration, compensation for damages, and other costs caused by the waste incident. Recently, the price of gold has increased, so people are switching to buying gold jewelry to both beautify and save for the future. Gold and gemstone stores in Binhua City, Đồng Nai Province, have continuously had customers coming to buy jewelry and exchange products in recent days. The number of customers had increased dramatically, mainly buying 24K gold jewelry with diamonds, gemstones, pearls, and so on. Many consumers have the opinion that it is not necessary to buy S3C gold bars or for number 9 gold rings, as long as they can buy gold that is both jewelry, affordable, and can be used as savings. I'm only interested in jewelry, so I come here to consult and see if there's a product I like. Then I'll buy it. Gold bars are expensive, so investing in gold jewelry and 24K gold is also highly cumulative, with no loss, and you can save to have some assets in the future. In addition to the increasing demand, the bustling gold jewelry market is partly due to the fact that the amount of S3C gold bars and plain gold rings on the market is quite rare. Many jewelry stores have run out of gold bars and rings to sell in recent days. The reason is that businesses are not licensed to import raw gold to produce gold bars and plain rings. Plus, customers only buy and do not sell, so the supply is scarce. This makes the domestic gold market even more difficult to stabilize. I wish the gold price would be stable so that people would be less confused. Before, my monthly salary could buy 2/3 of gold, but now my monthly salary can only buy half a ton of gold, so I cannot spend all my salary to buy gold and save for the future. Currently, the State Bank of Vietnam is implementing the organization of gold bar production by hiring Saigon Jewelry Company Limited under the People's Committee of Ho Chi Minh City to process S3C gold bars for the State Bank. To stabilize the gold market, many financial experts have proposed to remove the state monopoly on gold bar production and grant licenses to produce gold bars to a number of qualified enterprises, because when the monopoly is removed, the market will be more abundant and the price of S3C gold or the price of gold in Vietnam in general will certainly decrease.